Welcome back, everybody, to the Accepting Other Cultures Only Because Our Own Military Sucks campaign with me, Dorpete. Where in the last episode, we got into a war with Rezankand, where we got a very clutch humiliation war against them. Except they humiliated us by proving that our military is quite, in fact, terrible. So I've had to think on that. And I realized the best solution, just take their military, or take the dwarves, whichever or. So that's going to be the focus going forward, because I've realized there's all this delicious elf land, and if we can just get that up to 30%, then we can pick them as our military. Alternatively, we could go for dwarven military, which I think would be quite troll-worthy. Although I do suppose Knoll would be the ultimate troll, but there's no way we're going to be able to get 30% Knoll. I might be wrong there. But I was also thinking in terms of more of the future. I'm like, well, if I want to... We've got the making of a great trade empire here. We're making 120 ducats. But I think we can pump those numbers up. So the first thing we could do, and probably the easiest, is switching our trade node here, which I had talked about is the main reason we're trying to conquer these two nodes, so we can control the upstream. Then I realized, well, this would be a lot easier if I had access to trade companies, but here's the thing about Alantir. It is all one super region, and if you want to go into technical details on this, so when it says continent, North Alantir, and South Alantir, that's actually merged into one in the game files, which is the reason why, whereas in base vanilla, you would normally be able to build a trade company or assign to a trade company something other than your main continent. So, for example, if you were in Europe, you could assign a trade company in Africa. Here we can't because Alantir, North and South are one big continent. So in order to do trade companies, then, we're going to need to go to Hellas. And I have in mind, there's about 4 really easy trade nodes over here. Once again, we gotta go to Sonorge. Hopefully Guamed is not massive this game. But the command is. Great, great. That's an awesome start. And somehow Gwed and Ketarata made a comeback. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay. Alright, so we're just going to get started here. And the way we're going to get over to Hellas... Nice, they're no longer a valid rival. Dope. And we have a choice to make. Do we... I think I will hold... I will get a little bit more Republican tradition. We're almost to the point where we can no longer have to worry about it, but all the same, I do worry about it. And watch, the game's probably going to pick the wrong direction here. Yep. Nope. Always push it further down. You want to go through as many nodes as you can. Okay, so like I was saying, we're going to start spying on our allies. Oh, that's a terrible. Okay, haraff. We need maps. That's the short and skinny. And we're gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I want, do I want tech first? It is mills. Mills are pretty valuable. I think I'll hold off on tech for a little bit. Although I was getting it because these rebels are vicious little gits. Okay, so when we left... Oh, come on, man. This ain't cool. It's not cool at all, game. You know I can't be boosting up stability like that. Okay, we'll get these guys protecting in this node, because I like it a money. And that's probably like 20%, I think, from last episode I checked. Yep. Okay, and we'll just put those loans that we accidentally took out to good use. Now, right. And crap, Vanberry Guild discovered my spy network. There goes that idea. Who else would have access to maps? We'll give a try on you, Samir Seas. Although, actually, I don't think I can kill Samir Seas if I wanted to. So, in that case, we'll just go back to the Kheionai Trading Company. Okay. And right, so the reason I wanted to switch over to Elven military is twofold. One, it would allow me to start building up professionalism. And I just like what can I say? I enjoy being lazy. The main reason, though, is because they have 10% discipline, and I think that would be quite better than, say, minus 30% land attrition and plus 10% shock. Which, admittedly, still is good. It's just not as good as 10% discipline. And if you want the full explanation as to why 10% discipline is better, is because, as I do the try-hard move of blowing down my armies. So the reason 10% discipline is better than, say, shock or fire is because, well, so fire would be better if you had a cannon-only army. But we don't. And as annoying as that may be, we have infantry armies, primarily. So if you had 10% fire, it would be much better on your cannons than it is on your infantry. But 10% discipline is effectively 10% shock and 10% fire. Which to me is much better than, say, just 10% of either stat. Note that this is actually not always the case. So say you had a... Really? Really? You're giving me the 10%? I said I wasn't going to go to war with Lauren Carr. Dang it, game. Always doing this to me. Fine, I'll go to war with Lauren Carr. I said I'd do it. Alright, we need to get our armies back then. I just didn't want to. Okay, so... First thing we're going to do is we're going to attack Impekios because he is guaranteed by Korrimutren, who is the only other ally of Larankar. And if we can get rid of that 35k, we're going to be in a much better situation. Second thing I'm going to do, before I forget, we are going to put a fort... Yeah, we can drop that. Nope. We're going to put a fort there, because that's going to help if we need to go to war with what's-his-face, Larankar. Okay, second thing. We need to bring these boys back. Oh, the other navy's building up, that's right. No. Oh, that's right. Emekios is gone. Ameon. Not Emekios. Okay, so let's get these boys in position, and we'll get them in position as well. And I have a feeling we're going to need to take another stupid loan to deal with these very frustrating events sometimes. And yeah, should be good to go. Ooh, tobacco increase, nice. And I don't know how long this has been up, so I'm just gonna fire it now. If we take a loan, so be it. no big deal, really. And now I have the stinking heavy ship advantage. Korrimutren, you absolute crap stack. Can't find any meaner words to describe him. What do I want claims on? Probably nothing in particular here. We'll take a couple provinces, because why not? And actually, you give me maps. Where could you give me? I don't... Trolls Bay actually wouldn't be terrible. Yeah, okay, I'll send a couple ships over that way. But good to know, he does not have access to any good maps. So, in that case, we'll steal from the goblins. And I probably should have declared the war there, because now it's going to take a little while for stuff to happen, but no worries. Okay. So we go in against Impekios. Wow, he has been building up, that's for sure. He definitely built a lot of forts. Oh, geez, level 4 forts, too. And Otikian's still alive, that's right. Okay, my boats are in position. Let me get access to the Trolls Bay. Anything interesting? No. That's... looks pretty. Makes you want to vomit sometimes, though. Okay, so we'll come back from you. And right. We will get started on the... let's improve with the gnomes before we decide to make them angry. And you boys can get started on that fort. Okay, and in the meantime, we can build up a couple more generals. Oh, finally a decent one. Ooh, there are some painful ones there. Okay, we'll get started. We're working our way over to this province, because Damestyr is quite powerful, and I'm pretty sure this is one of the few permanent provinces. Don't quote me on that, though. If a province has Damestyr at the start of the game, then it's a permanent Damestyr province. Which there are like 4, I think. There's 1 in Hellas, 2 in Kheionai, and... okay, maybe it's 3. I'm not known for my counting ability. Oh. Okay, it's... nope. That proves that. Because that province had it from... Any chance you just want out now, Korrimutren? No, huh? Well, we're gonna break your alliances either way. Okay. And I'm tempted to go up to speed 5, but I know myself here. So instead I'll get the next mill tech. And the next admin tech. Because admin efficiency is amazing. Another reason I want to switch to Elven military is because we do not get good infantry until Tech 23. And even then it's... meh at best. And meh is the technical term there. It's not very good at all. Okay, and how old is this guy? Now I'll reroll. Want somebody with a better trait, maybe. That's Not a terrible trait. Not very good, though. And we could totally core a ton of states, but it's not what we're going for right now. Yes, give me money. It's like I said, I want to go for getting... Awesome, there's that one. I want to go for getting Elven military, which is going to require another war against Rezankand. Speaking of which, I should probably get a spy network started on them. Oh, what is that? No. What? Come on, man. That ain't cool. Why you gotta counter-espionage me, AI? It's not cool at all. Okay, and as soon as we step on this guy's... Oh. Turns out, yeah, he's quite annoying. Okay, so that should be ready in a little bit. There's the truce with Rezankand, speaking of which. Oh, come on. Okay, now we would break his alliance with Larankar, leaving us open to attack him. Is there anything else I want to do here? War-ups would probably be pretty good, since we're here. Might as well just take a little nibble. Money is what makes me go round. Okay, and with that, we should have enough war... Never mind. I know what we can do. Block that. So there we go. Awesome. I could have taken a little extra money there, but who cares? Bah humbug. And it looks like my vassals are doing work. Nice quality and quantity, that's my personal favorite. And we'll go back there. Okay, and I could just get out of this war, which I think... Yeah, I don't... Since we have the time to do it, I'll steer his trade. I don't really see a reason why not to, I suppose. Okay, I've got a fair amount of rebels rising up. Okay, continue to keep getting new colonies. These colonies make the world go round. And right. Steer from this guy. That's the name of the game right now. Also get... Yep, you over there. You should be able to get anything from him. The goblins, that is. We'll war ups you, steal your trade. And I don't really need a ton of money here. That's about the extent of the usefulness I can get from you. Cool. Okay, now we will send one of these armies back while we build up a couple more armies to deal with Larankar. And I'm guessing the current width is definitely not 25. And the reason combat width is important is because the reason it's important is because when you're facing higher enemies, so that is to say, enemies with more troops than you, You're going to be outnumbered, right? So the most effective way to counteract that is to not... There we go. Oh, that didn't give me what I was looking for. It's still pretty good. Like how it's just a straight line. The reason why you want combat width to be high, or you want to be filled up to your combat width, is because, so if you're outnumbered, I'm going to be outnumbered by 5 here, which is not very good. Partially because I can't count, partially because I don't like being outnumbered. So we'll go ahead and build up to our far side up there. And being outnumbered by 5 is definitely not very good. In this case, I won't take mercantilism. Even though I've made a big stink about it plenty of times. Okay, these guys can go ahead and go back. Go deal with these stupid rebels. Start trying to fix some of this up while these guys get prepared. And they can go up to 5 because is Lauren Carr on... He's definitely on Tech 18. And he has level 4 forts, okay. So probably 10 then would be the best use. Okay. And they're doing well. We should probably put some forts here, which that seems like an excellent location. Put another one here at the mouth of the bay. That should do fine. And we'll just keep doing all that. Okay, get these guys in position, or at least out of the attrition provinces, and yeah. We will take up the next idea group, which... plutocratic, maybe? Definitely not religious, definitely not expansion. Nothing really feels exciting in diplomatic right now. So some kind of a military idea group. Although, which one? TBD. Okay. And I believe that is the... Oh, there was an army there the entire time? What? Ah, dummy. Dummy Pete. Not the smart one. Ah, idiot. Whatever, stupid Pete. Just fix the borders for right now. Spend the $6 grand we have. Okay, we'll just fill this up. Never do it on livestock if given the choice. Livestock are much better used for manpower issues. Okay, let's debate plutocratic here for a second. So, plutocratic versus defensive. Defensive gives 5% more morale. Also gives defensiveness, but that's not huge. And it can also give not any good policies. Okay, so plutocratic gives morale, unrest, which is okay for us, merchants, that's definitely good, goods produced, that's amazing, and manpower recovery speed. That's all pretty good. Plus, also gives yearly Republican tradition. Okay, compare and contrast that finally with offensive, which gives 5% discipline. Some more siege ability and better generals. Plus some artillery combat ability. Think I'm gonna have to go with plutocratic. Mostly because we need morale and we need money. We have tons of money, but the Dwarf Peak code is that we always need more. Enough is never enough. And I'll take some more trade efficiency right now. Okay. That's good. You want me to I'm not doing that. Get wrecked. Go away. Okay. And I suppose we should get the armies staged. How many? Take the extra spy network. That's really good for right now. That isn't very useful right now. Well, general cost in the future, though. That'll be quite useful. Alright. Approved. And we'll take some more extra morale. Okay, with any luck, we can get some more of this area. And yeah. Okay. Let's get these guys trained up to full width. Might as well do it. Bite the bullet. And we'll get a couple more regimental camps to offset that. Okay, what can you tell me, good sir, about the lay of the land? And I have to get my boats over there. My boats. Okay, goblins, what do you got for me? Give me West Alantir Coast? That's not... Oh, it is! Useful, okay. So it looks like the Ordolonians are still alive and kicking. That's very useful information to have. So I think the way I'm going to exploit that is by getting a spy network on Haraf, and we'll see if we can claim like a dummy province so we can just go in for a war on his western coast here. Man, I just dummy. Why did I click away from there? Okay, we'll get some claims on Rezankand, and now the question is: do we go in against Larankar, which I think we do, or against what's his face to avenge ourselves? And we'll take one more new guy. Come on, give something like discipline. Advisor cost. Yes, I will keep that, actually. Did we actually already lose the... Man. Guess we'll have to fight Larankar the old-fashioned way. By running away. And using cheap tactics. Yes. These are the Dwarf Pete ways. Alright, let's recall our armies back, and yeah, then we should be good to go. Tempting. Just real quick, deal with this stupid rebel flare-up. and then we'll be good to go. Is it? Yes, actually. It's good to push ahead with this. Separatism will help. Definitely, for sure, in the next campaign. Okay. And now let's make sure these guys are good to go down. Alright, but I think that brings us to an excellent stopping point for today. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned to see Larankar get his ass kicked.